Now that we've touched on small ensemble classical music, let's change things up a bit and find out what the orchestra can do on stage. The Michigan Philharmonic is a professional orchestra which happens to be celebrating a milestone of their own. Here is the Michigan Philharmonic with conductor Nan Washburn.
Anytime you put a group of talented people up on the stage, it's going to showcase what community means.
It's really my job to just kind of bring us together as one musical voice. Not easy to do, but it's wonderful when it happens.
The Michigan Philharmonic is a regional professional orchestra made up of players from all around the Detroit area and sometimes even beyond. And we have our world headquarters, we like to say, here in Plymouth. We sort of call ourselves the nomadic orchestra because we travel all around and we play pretty much across southeast Michigan. We are still considered what they would label a per-service orchestra, meaning that we hire for each concert that we do. But we have a terrific core group of players that do everything with us. And conductor Nan Washburn, who came in here 20 years ago, so we're celebrating her 20th season with us. And that was a little bit of a stretch for an orchestra that had been just existing as kind of in a community model for all that time. To bring, first of all, a woman, somebody from California, and to come here to this kind of small town and really change things up a bit. And she certainly did.
I come from a very diverse kind of community, and I was so happy to find that same diversity when I came to Southeast Michigan. And I've also branched out in lots of other different kinds of music, and I just feel that it's really important that any orchestra reflect the community at large.
The NANniversary is our little play on words for celebrating the beginning of her 20th season with the Michigan Philharmonic.
This is kind of a Nan's wish list. I asked for a little bit bigger orchestra than we normally can afford, so that offered a few things, and I just wanted to put 4 great pieces together. So I'm starting off with a piece that's brand new to me, Berlioz Roman Carnival Overture, which is just exciting and a great start to the season. And then I'm so happy that we've invited Danielle Belen to be our violin soloist. And when I heard about her, I thought, I want to do the Samuel Barber Violin Concerto, which is just one of my favorites. It's just a fabulous piece. And she's just knock your socks off, terrific.
I was absolutely delighted when Nan Washburn reached out to me to solo with her orchestra. She mentioned the Barber Violin Concerto, and that was the clincher. I think you have to have a lot of grit to play this piece.
And then after intermission, we're going to do a piece by Wael Ben-Ali. His piece is called Earth, and it was written for a climate change conference in Qatar. It's very tuneful and beautiful. Last piece is Hindemith's Symphonic Metamorphosis, which is a piece that goes way back for me, and it's just happy and fun and big and splashy, and I thought, that's a great NANniversary.
It's really fantastic to have the opportunity to work with an orchestra that has a female at the helm. The orchestra also has a lot of respect for her because she's incredible at what she does, and she's passionate about them and about the soloists that she brings in. You feel a lot of authenticity.
That's it. So just It's mainly in the middle of the phrases that we can't slow down. The ends we can do a little bit, but mostly not on that second part of the variation. Everything that you bring to conducting is so unique. It's learning the music, understanding what you want to say in the music. It's an interpretive thing, but I always go back to see what the composer intended. You have to figure out a style, all of that, and then you have to figure out gestures that will hopefully get the sound and the ensemble that you have in your head.
She's definitely an advocate for women conductors because, first of all, we always like to say she really is in a man's world. There are a lot of people that when they look up on that stage and they don't see a guy, they're like, wait, what's going on here? But there are lots more women conductors out there now. Joanne Folletta, there are a lot of people that are making quite a name for themselves. And Nan is one of them, too. We've won lots of national awards, and a lot of it is because of her and because of the programming that she's done.
This is my first introduction to this orchestra, and I look forward to future collaborations with them. They're a fantastic group of people. I could not imagine working with a more spirited and hardworking group.
I'd like to think that we are all very proud about where the orchestra has gone. I mean, that's the thing about different conductors. They all have a vision, and I had a very specific one, heavily on education and the multicultural thing, and bringing in new composers and making the orchestra grow in excellence. And I think we've achieved that. So at a plateau, we will go on from there too.